Hello. Welcome to Chumming with the Spirits. This is OG coming to you live from our studio. I have to my left the man, the myth, the legend, Parachum himself.
Coming you.
And I'm not sure that what, but here's my boy to my right, JD.
That's my chair.
So tonight we're going to talk about something that
time slips and portals. What more can we ask for?
And what's it called? Time slips and portals.
Like pink slips.
Yeah. So why don't you take us off there, Parachum?
Let's take a shot first.
Oh,
How about we cheer to the
right.
camaraderie of Chumming with the Spirits?
Ours are only half full because there wasn't that much left.
To our team.
Dave's is-
drifting in eternity.
Dave's is
Our
full.
team.
How come I got a full? I got a full one. They go down.
I went down the wrong way.
The more you
Hit
drink.
the back door?
Yeah. So,
Why'd you have a shaky voice at that point?
I've been trying to get that.
it went down the wrong way.
Long time.
So, time slips and portals.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating subject when you really look at.
Well, let's hear about it.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, my man. Go ahead.
Time slips and portals have been documented for as long as
Documentation has been.
like paranormal
Oh.
has been around.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say. You're looking at me
I'm
weird.
just saying it's been documented way longer than paranormal.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's one of those few things like time slips or / the portals have talked about all the way back to the medieval times, people showing up from
There was
Rome.
paranormal in the medieval times, which is.
I mean, have you had
No,
any
that was just
experience with
every day.
time slips?
I haven't, but we have a friend
really?
that
No,
did.
I think you've had time slip or time loss.
Time loss is different.
No, because you slipped into another time. Because you don't recall that time being there. You just appeared.
But it wasn't documented.
Because you are not a scientist.
Oh,
You got the codes.
and you know what? Dentists aren't doctors either. So let's just stay with
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Shall we stay on that realm?
So yes, when you talk about it in that
Context.
contextual format, yes. Don't touch me. You could say that I have experienced a time loss or
Time slip.
a distortion of reality and temporal formation. We actually have a friend that experienced a time slip. Rick.
Mhm.
Rick, I hope you don't mind me telling this story. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was
It was in a house with a
No, it was
stairs.
photography studio in an old building.
But there were stairs, right? Because he was talking about going up the stairs.
It's a hallway.
Oh,
I do not
walking down the
remember.
hall.
I do not remember the story. Was
So
So-
you're not that close, Rick.
One of his friends was reconciled.
He did go
They
by.
had recommissioned an office space in an old building on a main street in some town. That person. So this didn't actually happen to Rick.
I remember.
It happened. This is a secondhand account from his perspective. Does that make sense? So it happened to someone that told him about it. They were staying late at night one night working, and when they went to lock up, they closed down and were walking down the hall to go to the stairwell. And they noticed someone in, if I'm not mistaken, Rick, he said that old Western
Yeah, 1800
garb with
cowboy.
cowboy hats,
That's
spurs,
correct.
all that stuff. And they were walking down the hall. They got next to each other, passed each other, turned, looked at each other, and were like, what the fuck? And from my recollection, it didn't click to them because they ran a photography studio.
But that was somebody that was not supposed to be.
That was someone that was just in Get Up.
Maybe before we get any more deep in this discussion, maybe we should tell the audience what a time slip or portal might be.
A time slip is a slip in time.
That's so helpful, Parachum.
You want to give us a better definition there?
That's not Katie.
So, time slip is generally referred to where two people of different times see each other and interact.
So I didn't experience a time slip.
That is the most common version. When we get into portals, portals are where something opens to another dimension or another time.
Event Horizon?
Could be. There are Bermuda Triangle instances of people in planes, people in cars, experiencing going through a portal, going too fast, too far in the short amount of time that was there with their own recollection of time.
So missing locations on that way.
So that's where we get into time slip and time and portals kind of overlap because they could be the same thing. You could be walking into a portal not knowing it, and that's what allows you to see the time slip happen, or why you don't have recollection of time passing, but you're already where you needed to be.
So I have I'm breaking my streak. I'm gonna reference a movie because I want to get your guys' opinions on this.
I'd like to apologize.
Have you
already referenced Event Horizon? You already blew your streak.
No one heard that.
I did hear that.
Have you guys seen the new Indiana Jones movie?
Yes.
The Dial of Destiny.
Yes.
I'm not saying it was good. I just want to get your interpretation.
Neither are we.
Answering you. Yes.
Yeah, we're not saying it was good.
Hey, it was
either.
better than the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Great
So-
actors. Great actors.
So
Let's spit it
in
out.
the movie,
The plot was horrible.
spoilers. In the movie, the main mechanism, the artifact was the Antikythera mechanism.
Wow, how do you remember that?
I remember movies, man.
Wow.
But so
Impressive.
it was
I gotta
a
go.
compass to discover portals for time slips. So can they both be one and the same, or are they
That-
separate entities?
No, that's what I said.
No,
Yes, they are. I would think there is a possibility they're one and the same, except we don't realize you're in the portal that makes that time slip happen.
so you're saying Jason and I may have gone through a portal?
A portal, and that's why you lost time. You had a time loss because we can get into
I think it's an abduction.
Some people recall the actual portal. A lot of people don't.
Like us.
Yes. So, and like I said, it's as we open up our thought process on this, there's a lot of possibilities,
So
but there's a lot more documentations on these type of events that people actually realize.
oh yeah, no, there's a plethora.
Plethora.
So delving into, I don't know why I want to touch the shark.
No one rides a shark.
Delving into
Don't touch my grave.
alien abductions and time loss. Could, hear me out,
I know.
could that phenomenon be associated with them stepping through or transitioning through a portal, and the alien abduction part didn't actually happen, but it's a neurological effect of both the radiation, magnetic distortion, and neurological things that are going through their minds, that they know stories of people having time loss and alien abductions. So they just automatically associate that's what happened to me because I lost time.
That could be probable. Anything is probable. I think
It's not out of the realm possibility.
No,
Yeah.
that's definitely a Jason response, by the way. I
I'm
hate
just
that
saying,
freaking response.
but more than likely, what it is I think they have more advanced technology that can change gravitational poles that would cause a portal as we think of what it is, or versus time slip. That's why when people lose time, well, I mean, case in point, one of the early movies, Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, great movie.
He was doing time travel.
Yep.
Which technically would be portal travel because you're going at faster than the speed of light,
Yes.
which throws everybody's time off. That's why he woke up 20 years later on Earth because they screwed up when they were trying to come back through a portal.
So hear me out on this one.
Oh, he's getting giddy.
Oh yeah, no.
Can we go back a little bit? Let me jump in.
Go back as far as you want, big boy.
Oh, holy shit! I want to get back to your personal experience real quick. So let's talk about
Where'd the
your
Batman
loss
tattoo?
of time from going from point A to point B. What do you think happened? I mean, you've had years to think about this. You and Jason both, and his answers are always really vanilla.
So I'll be
nothing
No,
against,
no.
I mean, because he doesn't want to put himself out there. I understand that.
I will be honest. We were tired. It was early in the morning, coming home from sky watching all night. He was trying to.
Guy watching.
He was explaining to me where he had worked before doing work. I don't remember what it was. He was doing.
Yeah.
It's all work.
But no, he was talking to me about that monument in the school. The combination of being tired and him talking to me, I may have run a red light, not
So
known
you're
about it,
thinking it was self-hypnosis, which is a common
Or
occurrence.
just
yeah,
self-
yeah.
or just stupidity from being.
Not out of the realm of
No,
possibility.
do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because it was only about 5-10 minutes.
But
that
the
had passed.
problem with that is there's two people.
I know.
Because because
They don't remember.
Yeah, because like highway hypnosis, which is a common occurrence,
Mhm.
your body goes into.
Well, you have like a nephew, right? That's a truck driver. He would know all about the
Yeah.
highway hypnosis, right?
Talking about you, Logan.
But it happens more often than not. But generally, it's a single person because the other person isn't getting hypnotized at the same rate. That's why there's this disparity. You two both experienced it at the same time, which could be because he was talking while unavoidably
Tired.
Yeah, you were tired and hypnotized you. You both weren't paying enough attention and you missed.
And at
3
3 in the morning, there's no traffic to run into.
And how
Right.
much time did you miss?
We estimate it was maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the course of. It took 5 or 10 minutes to get
So
the
that's
course of
certainly not much, but what's
to travel a mile. That's a big disparity.
When you're in town, yeah, because you're talking lights, you're talking about missing a red
A
stop sign,
200-foot cross that's lit up.
No, I mean, if you don't believe, you don't believe.
Ouch.
he's getting there though.
Yeah, no,
I mean, earlier
slowly.
he did apologize. I saw that. It's on film.
I don't remember that, but okay.
I do.
So hypothetically, I'm hypothetical today. Door to my bedroom, right?
Yeah.
It's closed. I open it up and go into the hallway. I've both traveled through a portal and time.
Theoretically,
Doctor Strange, fictional character, opens a portal that goes nowhere with his ring thingy. He steps through it. Nothing's changed. He just walks through it. Same place, everything. He's both a time traveler and a portal traveler, right?
Or different realm, whatever.
No, like
if he opens a portal to the same
Nowhere.
spot, I don't know if that's possible, but theoretically there would be a time shift because he's traveling a distance that's not there. So he would actually,
Or several times over and over and over to get
well,
the
but
outcome.
like, so you make a portal to go from here to here. It takes you longer to step through the portal than it would be to normally
you
step
just
through
walk
that-
it.
to walk it. So you are actually older than the next time you walk.
And that's what I'm getting at. It takes me longer to open the door and step into the hallway than if I were to just step in the hallway.
In the portal.
Get where I'm going?
I do.
Does that mean time travel exists?
Not in that realm, but yes. The question is whether or not you can travel back in time. We already know you can travel forward in time.
So
There have been experiments to prove that.
So there's a great movie out there.
There is, yes.
There's a great movie out there, and I highly recommend it. That anybody that hasn't seen it, watch it.
It's called Transformers, the movie 1984.
No, that's a phenomenal movie.
I know. I thought that's not the one.
Phenomenal movie.
I've been watching the wrong movie the whole damn time.
It's a cartoon movie.
Movie.
It's still a fucking awesome movie. Soundtrack. Yeah.
Keep on going. Go.
Yeah, let's hear this. I'm waiting.
So this movie, for people that don't have a simple basic understanding of like physics and stuff, it can be overwhelming. No, I'll be honest. When I first watched it, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Primer.
I don't know if I was.
It's about a couple of gentlemen who actually create a time machine that takes them back like seconds, and it's actually theoretically sound.
Yeah.
Like it works, but they figure out a way to increase the magnitude.
So seconds might be days versus.
Yes.
Okay.
But it crosses into the realm of running into things that have already happened and stuff. They don't really know whether or not it's real
Or not. Because if they make a change, it's no longer real.
Exactly. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend going and checking it out.
I thought you were talking about heavy metal.
No, PR
I'm so excited.
Primer, Primer, because that's how you spell primer. That's all I wanted to say about that.
All that for that. Okay.
That was a Forrest Gump story.
No,
That's all I got to say about that.
So we're fuck. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. That was totally Forrest
So
Gump.
where I was going with that is there's a lot of movies and stuff out there about. That's my bedroom floor. Thank you. Movies about time travel. You know, you got Back to the Future, Inception. Well, Inception wasn't time travel; it was in memories.
Reality show.
But that was the only one that I have seen that I was like, shit, these guys aren't even listening to me at this point, so I don't know why I'm talking.
Just keep talking to our audience.
It's the only movie I've seen that I've been like, fuck that, like that's actually plausible. You know what I mean? Like it really struck home. Like
With a possible reality.
yeah, does that make sense?
Plausible.
So, I think that I'm gonna go to. I need to talk to the microphone. I'm gonna delve into Skinwalker Ranch for a moment.
Okay.
A portal or a time slip.
Portal.
Okay. Well, I like
Why can't
this.
they be both?
Yeah. So
They can be.
yeah. I mean, you got a valid point. I would hope that it hasn't been faked, but I've seen evidence from that show of something entering the mesa and exiting the other side of the mesa.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely.
You don't think that's phasing through matter versus a portal?
Wouldn't that be a portal?
No.
Well, there's another instance that
If you can vibrate your molecules at a certain frequency, you can pass through solid objects.
well, the Vision did it, and King
Flash
did
did it first, but you know.
But that's you creating yourself as a portal.
No, that's your self phasing.
He's like,
No.
fuck, that's right.
No,
it's not.
it's your phasing.
You're
That's right.
phasing through. You're phasing through solid
Yeah.
objects by moving your atoms to be able to.
And it
slide
can be
through
a
their
shield
atoms.
you're projecting. It can be a
But isn't that what a portal
vibration
is?
of your body
No, portal is opening up a rift in time and space.
to go to a different place
To
at
go-
a different time.
well, not even to a different place. It
Well,
could be
but a
the
different
same-
time though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but you can do
Yeah,
it
there's a
different place
shift
as well.
of
Molecules?
no. It's a shift of time or space, depending on how you look at that portal.
So if you're going to stay on Skinwalker Ranch,
I would like to stay on
okay,
Skinwalker Ranch.
let's stay. Yeah, I would love
Let's
you.
say
make that
that now.
possible.
Yeah, till you
I'll shoot as many
Dragon-
rockets off as you want.
We're
Shit.
just saying.
Yeah,
Hope
Jack,
your
where you
family's
at,
doing
Dragon?
great. We appreciate everything you do, trying to keep people safe on Skinwalker Ranch.
You need to come back on the show, dude. You're the reason I watched it.
We know that is a tough decision when you have that many people with letters behind their name that don't understand safety.
But you're welcome on the show, Dragon.
Always.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Dragon.
We have Dragon parties. We watch it because of Dragon.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Yeah,
I was disappointed when we went on this new season.
Not that the other people on Skinwalker Ranch wouldn't be welcome on this podcast,
but we love us some Dragon.
Just Dragon and his common sense approach to trying to keep people safe.
Or Thomas.
Thomas is another one, which he just announced that they're getting ready to do Off the Ranch. I don't know.
He's going to be
a commercial.
He's going to be at a con here coming up.
Love to meet that guy.
Yeah. I mean, they're all over. They're pretty good people, but I think they actually, for a TV show recently, probably have some of the best opportunities for portals or time slips.
Well, I think we've seen that. We've seen ships go into the mesa at a certain altitude or above the mesa and just disappear. But saying that, before the new owner took over, there were scientists with the ex ownership see a Sasquatch creature crawl out of a portal. They've documented, have talked about it,
but how do we know they weren't phase shifting?
Well, we don't know. But I mean,
if we one time, step out of a portal naked, and everybody goes, "Oh, it's Bigfoot."
Yeah, you're screwed for life, right? You're screwed for life.
But he said he loved me.
Well, he did, at least that night.
He checked out your portals.
So do you want to continue?
No.
Okay. Because we have a question from a viewer that's a fabulous question that I have to ask you guys.
Who's a viewer?
I can't mention.
Okay.
Lobster. Do these experiences tend to be sudden and disorienting, or do people sense that something's about to happen?
The answer is yes.
It's a great question.
No, it is a great question.
He doesn't know how to answer it.
So when we talk about time slips, when most people recall a time slip, they don't realize it's happening at the time.
They don't know they haven't. Right.
Versus a portal, when people talk about a portal, they recognize they went into something that is different. So, like I said, I think they can be the same thing, just whether or not you're in tune with your surroundings around you. The time slip that we talked about where you're walking down a hallway and there's a cowboy going the other.
Yeah, that's crazy. What a great story.
Our friend Brian Goddard talked about seeing an apparition, which is known to be in this college, full-bodied, in dress, looks solid as a person and just disappears. That actually could be a reoccurring time slip of you're seeing them, and that because they look and make recognition of somebody else.
I've always said that.
So does that mean that residual haunts are time slips?
No, not they could be, not are.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So
there's a possibility it could be.
So
if everything hits right, you literally are slipped into that time frame.
And I've always said that with the apparitions I've said growing up, that it could be that the conditions are right, where we got parallel dimensions going on or parallel timelines where I'm able to see that person.
Ooh, so you just brought up the key word.
Yeah.
Parallel timelines or parallel universes.
And I've always believed that because there's no reason. I mean, come on, you and I've talked about this pretty extensively. What's the odds of me seeing a full body apparition as many times as I have?
Yes.
I mean, you said below 0.1%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right? I mean,
it's called a tumor, OG.
Well, I do smell burnt toast in the morning, so I'm not sure if it's still.
I mean, full body apparitions sightings are the 0.001 experience. That's the holy grail of anything, which is also like talking about Brian Goddard seeing it. You've seen,
like at least 7 times in my life. That's ridiculous.
So
right,
I want to.
So that's why I've always thought
kicked my shin.
I did.
I know I did.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you threw me off with the kick in the shin.
Sorry,
the kicking of the shin. You threw me off. No, but I always
threw me off. I don't know where to go, Captain.
Better than tossing off
or wanking off.
Not really. I've been married a long time. So. Anyway,
Remember who watched this show. Just remember who watches.
We love your meatloaf.
So,
I love your cookies.
Oh, and your crackers. Jesus.
Katie, make sure we
You should
edit
call
that.
her a
Would you?
cracky.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your crackers.
He likes Liz's crackers.
She don't.
That's really not.
She should sell those things.
Okay. What she should
But
sell
you
her
really need to
crackers?
say the ER at the end because it gets really awkward if you don't.
Crackers.
Yes.
Crackers.
So anyway, I don't even know what I was going with.
No.
But no, you've seen 7.
At least, right?
So are you thinking maybe
7's a prime number.
I think
No,
it's.
that's
I think
a good number.
it's it is a good number. I think it's a mind.
It's a lucky number 7.
If the mind is right, the conditions are correct. That you're possibly, and that's my.
Are you saying maybe you're more sensitive and in tuned?
I've been told that I'm an empath, and I don't know if I believe that or not. They say that's why I'm not my words, someone else's. That I'm good with cells because I can read a room, I can read a person, I know when to.
He's gentle.
So anyway, with my career choice, that's why I'm proficient with it. I should say that I have that ability. I don't know if I do or not, to be honest with you. But it is interesting that this has happened to me, and it's not a normal thing. You and I both know the odds. What's that?
Chip? Can I call you Chip?
I would
Mr. Coffee.
I think we all have that ability to a certain extent.
I think some of us are more in tune or sensitive to it.
More sensitive. Yeah, for sure.
Gabriel.
Did you call me Hebrew?
Gabriel.
Oh, they call me Hebrew.
So
OG Gabriel. Okay. Maybe if you match your watch, belt, and glasses just right
with the shoes and socks.
Maybe that's what causes the portal.
But guys, okay, well let's take a step back. The reason I do that because I grew up with nothing, and so when I was finally able
you had
to
enough to pay for candy.
when I make money I've made money with my career choices I've made that I'm very blessed and thankful for.
Not me.
I see that I see the importance
Talking about me.
of doing that. So anyway, I'm trying to look the part.
Oh, trying to look the part instead of just being the part.
Well, I think that's part of being a part.
Okay. Superficial.
Yeah, we'll just cut this out and go on.
I'm just saying, I think you're more sensitive than what you realize.
Yeah, possibly.
And you don't want to admit it. Has nothing to do with your shoe collection.
I do have too many shoes.
So,
we got that on video.
It's like.
So we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah,
because thank you, Katie.
Holy smokes.
I have questions that I think are
about my shoe collection.
No,
you've seen it. I've sent pics.
I've seen a lot of things.
I'm sorry about that,
but I have follow-up questions to this in regarding portals, time slips, because that's what we're talking about.
We're barely getting to it.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Real commercial.
So please stay tuned. Sorry, we're drunk.
I don't know where I went on this.
We're not.
I'm so sorry.
We'll be right back.
Some of us are having attention deficit.
We'll be right back.
Too many shots.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Chumming with the Spirits, Time Slips and Portals episode. We have been chumming. We've had some interesting conversations off topic.
We've been doused in whiskey.
Hygiene is a question. But I think we're ready to get back to the main conversation. Time slips and portals.
Yeah. So I had a question before we went to break that I wanted to bring up. And we have, I'm not drunk. We have a viewer that actually has a question after this. So in regards to a theory that we had, that Rick and I had devised a while back, that you guys are familiar with, the blinker theory, right? Where, I don't want to delve into it too much, but if a person's able to tap into the ambient frequency of a location, and that frequency matches the brainwave output frequencies that they're emitting from their emotions and physical state at the time being, and they're able to experience stuff, would you consider that a type of portal?
I would think if you sync up, if everything hits just right,
It's not a
frequencies-
rift.
No, but you're tuning into a portal. It's allowing you to see into
Or
that
hear.
brief moment, or hear, or smell.
Or smell. That's a good one.
There's all your senses. I think there's a chance it technically is a portal back to when that smell or whatever that experience was generated. I would like to say though that you kind of brought up a point to to our audience out there. If you would ever want to watch us record live, we do have that capabilities with Riverside. Leave a comment down below. We could actually post links so you could hop in,
Linky dinks.
watch 9 hours of us filming while we make 3 hours of content.
Yeah, God bless you.
But I'm just saying,
God bless you for doing that.
I would love to hear feedback, whether or not that's something people are interested or not. We are capable of doing live audience through Riverside.
In all honesty, we started at 3, but we didn't start recording until 7:45.
So there's some reference to that. But when going back, I think you are hitting on something. If you hit the right frequency, your brainwave pattern can be altered.
Yeah.
By mood, by weather. I think that's where why some people are more in tuned, as they say, to these events and see things because their frequency matches up, whether it be atmospheric, whether it be just vibrational. It opens a portal. No one else can see it. Because there's a lot of times people will talk about, well, I hear a piano, and everybody's like, I don't hear what you.
I've been there.
All the time.
No, so I wanted to expound one leap further. This is probably a Hulk leap or a primitive Superman leap. But if we're saying that is a possibility, let's take schizophrenia. For example, the neurochemical imbalances that a schizophrenic is experiencing that may allow an alternate personality to appear. Does that mean that they themselves are just opening up something psychological, or has another entity from another dimension stepped through a portal and taken over? I'm not explaining this very well.
But what you're trying to say is there's a possibility
why are you
that
looking at
a
me like that?
schizophrenic may have the right frequencies of multiple
Or neurochemical.
multiple personalities, multiple dimensions, multiple parallel universes.
Yeah.
What if it's the same person that was in a different universe? Because
Yeah.
we're now finding about quantum entanglement is now getting to the point that we are now proving there are parallel universes, parallel dimensions, whatever you want to call.
That's the
And so you can also go down another aspect. They're hearing voices.
I like where you're going.
Is that another parallel dimension?
Yeah.
Is that ghosts or is that them? We don't know.
Yeah.
And I mean, because there are people that have been given, some people call it a gift. They
Drugs.
see things. Yeah. They hear things. They get flashes of images.
All right, dude.
People getting possessed happens. Like they channel somebody from another, that's past. But if your brain is already wired to that frequency, are you just an antenna like an AM radio to all these random
Or ham radio?
Yep. Because that's never been really possible. And you brought up a great point because I've thought about that because there's a fine line of being gifted and being able to talk to spirits and being schizophrenic because you're hearing voices.
Yeah.
And that's one of those scary things in paranormal and the realms that we're talking about is where do you go, hey, they're gifted, or hey, they have a mental disorder and we need to help them.
Well, and especially in today's society, everything's just drug them. Just get rid of it, right?
Pretty much. I mean, but
that's the answer to anything. Remember, they're just going to keep throwing pharmaceuticals down your throat until they figure out what works for you, right?
One of the things that scientists have been talking about more is the more and more we deal with quantum physics, the more and more we deal with understanding the entanglements of quantum physics and atoms, the closer two universes get together, the more radical they happen. Is that happening now because we understand it more? Which kind of like if you keep investigating a haunted location, does it keep on getting more and more active because you keep on going back to it?
So I look at it as we all know what atoms and particles and all that kind of stuff are, molecules and cells and stuff. It's stuff that's smaller than us that can be quantified. Who's to say that we aren't one of those types of atoms?
Oh no, that yes.
To a greater. That might
microverse.
No. I think you're dead on. I think you're dead
the easiest way I can explain that. I'm gonna bring up another movie reference.
Oh no!
The end of the original Men in Black movie when they find the universe. And then it expands, and our universe is a marble to an alien. Yeah. That's how I'm thinking.
Oh no, that's absolutely correct. Because like when you look at the way our galaxy universe is constructed, it is eerily similar to the way we think atoms, protons, electrons move around a molecule.
Yeah,
and that's orbits. And when you look at that, well, there's so much space in that. Like if you took all the spaces out of the atoms that we're aware of, the world, the universe comes down to like a football, the size of a football, because there's actually that much space between atoms.
It's infinite.
Our planets and galaxies are, if you keep in relation, the same thing to atoms. So we could be a subatomic level of something bigger.
Yeah.
And those are things that, besides us figuring out whether or not we're in a simulation or not, we're now realizing that there are parallel timelines or parallel universes, and they entangle. And what gets really weird is they're talking about once those universes or timelines come close to touching, things get weird on a quantum level. Like things do not react normal, which would
Mandela Effect
if they touch.
Great. I think it would be a great topic for a podcast, by the way.
You're also talking about weird anomalies, electromagnetic, light.
So
everything that we talk about in the paranormal phase could actually be explained as the veils come close but don't touch.
I don't know if you guys are stay current on weather anomalies that are spotted. But within the past
in Kansas,
within the past couple of years, they've spotted weird electromagnetic radiation spikes that are like perfectly concentric circles in specific locations that they can't explain. And that could be the melding of two parallel dimensions getting too close. Or a portal.
Which is two realms coming together, the veil getting close, and then allowing you to either pass through or see. Because we time slips and portals, the Bermuda Triangle was such a hot spot for so long. I think technically our technology has outgrown the phenomenon that we can 99% of the time compensate for it. But people don't realize we don't fly over that area near as much, or ships travel near as much as what we used to. Versus, is there a question from the audience?
Yeah, so it kind of delves into what you're talking about, right? What we're talking about right now, mainly you.
Some of us got to carry the ship.
I'm just listening right now.
What do time slips and portals reveal about just how much we still don't know and understand about reality?
So there's documented cases.
You need to scoot in closer, by the way. No.
Whoa.
This way.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
You kept wandering.
So
that wasn't my line.
Yeah. It's a little spongy. He's not that excited.
At least you're not wet right now.
Yeah. Could be worse. Could be going in dry.
Since the day I got here, man.
But there is a documented case of a pilot with a co-pilot was flying from Bermuda to Miami. They encountered a weird storm anomaly. He remembers seeing some weird vortex that sucked the plane in.
Were there Langoliers?
Nope. No. So his recollection and his co-pilot recollect that they were flying. They were going already heading to Miami anyways. They went through this weird anomaly storm. When they come out of it, they are within an hour to 30 minutes from Miami.
Which is
I remember this story.
physically impossible.
Physically impossible. They didn't burn enough fuel
to make that trip.
Yeah. The time difference wasn't right because they have when they took off, they have when they came because they were lost off radar.
I remember that.
And then came back. It's very well documented, but it gets way overlooked because that's not the only account of it. It's just the most famous because it's the most recent because we actually had documentation of everything that happened.
Scientific documentation.
Scientific of when it took off, when it landed, when it became available by radar and disappeared on radar. That stuff had been happening for aircraft in that area for a multitude of years.
So what are you saying? This is like a portal?
I think there's air combinations in that Bermuda Triangle that generate portals. Where and what? That one happened to shoot him faster to his destination.
Right. Without using the fuel consumption.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's others that may. So the other issue is like if you had a portal that instead of taking you forward, took you down. You're now in the water.
Well, and they've documented that on Skinwalker Ranch many times with the GPS.
So there is issues of downdrafts and all that. But please don't hit the mic while we're talking.
Sorry.
So yes, there are cases of times. So that one was one of those weird ones because they physically saw the portal that they went through. It was a vortex in a storm. And there's some people suggested maybe it was wind gusts, but the amount of time they gained on that would not have pushed them that far. It would have ripped the wings off the plane,
and they wouldn't have disappeared from radar.
Yes,
their transponder would have still been transponding.
No transponder.
Yeah. So, as we talk about, I mean, there's documented cases of this stuff.
Well, I mean, one of the most famous sci-fi stories of all time, The Princess of Mars, John Carter, deals with portals. I mean, he goes into a cave, in Native American cave, and ends up on Mars.
You're not going to talk about Stargate? SG-1?
No, I'm going back in history, like one of the earliest recorded sci-fi.
Oh, okay, that's true. What that movie's based off of. Yes. Yeah.
Well, no, and it was written way before Stargate was.
Yes. Yeah. I was just saying that
By the way, the greatest first 35 minutes of any movie I've ever seen.
So I loved that movie. I don't know why I got
after 35 minutes, it kind of went goofy.
Fair.
It was still entertaining.
It was fantastic.
Were you not entertained?
Oh, the whole.
Are you not entertained?
No, the first 35 minutes of that was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could go back to say, is déjà vu a time portal?
Yeah,
or is it a time slip? There's so many. So one of my favorite time slip that was talking about. There was a group that was doing reenactments at Gettysburg, and these two guys were by two cannons, and they recreated the battle at the same time frame. So this is in July, super hot. Cannons have been firing. There is so much smoke from the cannons and the muskets, and it's 90 plus degrees. They're in wool outfits. They're on the Union side. They sat down because they're exhausted. They're doing reenactments all day. The cannons have been going fire, and so they're sweating. And out of the cannon smoke and fog, this other reenactor shows up. It was from a battalion that they didn't recognize. And he goes, "Well, how are you guys holding up?" And they're like, "Well, it's a hot day and we're still here. You can't really complain. He goes, other than we're low on ammo. And the guy looked at him, reached down and grabbed one of his ammo pouches and says, you know what? I think you guys probably need this more than me. Handed over and then walked back and just disappears in the fog of the smoke. Well, the reenactment gets done, smoke clears, and they're looking at this. Looks authentic from the time frame. They're like, dude, we got to go find this guy. Cause this is probably $200 replica, cause it's a ammo pouch from the Civil War. Couldn't find him. They said, hey, I forgot what insignia he had for what state he was from on the Union side. And I was like, no one had that insignia on. No one was doing that particular group at this particular recreation. They took it to an antique dealer. He looked at it and he's like, this is authentic because this is an actual Civil War ammo pouch that's like in perfect condition.
So was that
worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars?
Did they do research to find out if that division
was there during the battle? They have no idea. But
that's uncanny, man.
Yeah, and that's one of the few to me.
When did this happen?
I'd have to look up what. There's a couple YouTube videos on it and some TikTok. I'd have to go look back up when it actually happened of the year. But it's one of those times that would have to be a time slip because it wouldn't have been a ghost.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that sounds like a portal.
Yeah.
Or a portal. Yeah. They interacted.
Yeah.
Physically interaction.
Because he came out and he wasn't shocked because they're all in reenactment. So he literally is looking at another set of Union soldiers and thinking, oh.
Yeah.
So are you going down the path that the story we started out this episode on with the two individuals walking down the hall
is more probable?
No. Could have physically interacted with one another.
Yes. That's Absolutely. What I'm going at. And I think the sad part about it is we probably have this phenomenon happen more often than we realize because they come across as regular.
But there's a lot of stories about that stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, there's photos of people. Looks like they're talking on a cell phone.
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson's fight in the early 90s looks like a guy has an iPhone filming.
Yeah.
That would explain because time travel would be a portal. Or time slip.
I love. First of all, I have never heard that story, so thank you for sharing that.
I want to go down a rabbit hole with you real quick.
Okay, let me
get on the internet more.
Let me finish this.
Me?
Yeah, yeah, but you usually the internet I go on to is really not that kind of stuff. It's usually other stuff I shouldn't be watching. So saying that, if you do find that, please share that with me. I would love to dive down that hole.
So. All right, this is going to go way outside the parking lot.
Coming out of left field, a Parachum.
No, this is coming out of
left center,
somewhere outside
in the parking lot,
somewhere outside the county. So there's theories that.
Why are you punching the microphones?
Did I punch it?
Yes,
you just went.
It needs to get on my face. Go ahead.
Sorry. There's theories out there that our satellite, the moon, is an artificial structure placed there to observe and
regulate the
tides.
Well, that's where you get the rust.
Our ozone layer is unique. None of the other planets have that barrier, and it's what's it designed to do? Repel ultraviolet radiation and electromagnetic interference. Is it possible that was also manufactured by the same people that installed our satellite Dyson Sphere moon to regulate tides and all that stuff, because they know about this phenomenon? And the only way to subside it and keep it at bay was to propose and install a mechanism to create those radiation levels and electromagnetic frequencies and ultraviolet stuff from not only killing us, but entering and causing temporal distortions.
So that is another episode in itself. I think.
Am I wrong for saying that?
No. What you're implying, though, is, which is a theory, is our planet, our moon, has been terraformed for us to give us the edge to be able to grow and populate.
So
there are stories of Native Americans and other tribes talking about the time before there was a moon, and that the moon didn't come from the
United States.
Yeah, the United States. It didn't come from. I mean, we claimed it. We got a flag on it. It didn't come from Earth itself, which that's the main theory, is like an asteroid or something hit and
chunked
it. That it was towed in, and the fact that the ratio is right for the eclipse, the fact that it is asynchronous orbit, which means it is rotating, but it is always one face towards us, which is so rare, and to be at the distance that it is. I mean, when we start stacking them, it's astronomical.
The distances are very conspiratorial.
Well, and most people don't realize how distant the moon is. The moon is so far away, you can line up all the planets in our in our galaxy in a row.
Yep, and it would be perfect.
They will all fit without touching in between the Earth and the moon. We're the only one that have an asynchronous moon the way it is, let alone the size that it is. Everybody else's moons are way smaller.
You know, the size had to be perfect for it to happen. What's going on?
No, and I mean that's a totally. Didn't you get into the hollow Earth, which
the metal.
There is a YouTube guy. Like, what's this? He talks with the goldfish. I apologize, I can't remember. If you just Google hollow moon, you'll find him. He talks about a whole bunch of other conspiracy theories, but he has a goldfish that he talks to.
Oh yeah. I follow him.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
He's amazing. I just saw him on a bunch of other podcasts talking about stuff. Does a better explanation that we will ever do on that. But I what you're talking about, the shield from the temporal distortions, I don't think so from that aspect, because why would they want to shut down their way of travel?
That's fair. The only reason I bring that up is because I recently watched
Goonies.
No. It's a recent Tom Holland movie where
Uncharted.
No, they're humans that have crash landed on a planet, and for some reason, you can visually see men's thoughts, and women don't exist. Chaos walking or something like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it could be because of the radiation and all that kind of stuff affecting our physiological essence. And that's where I was going.
How's that tied back to time slips and portals?
Because we have that artificial barrier.
You think that might be stopping more temporal portals and time slips to regulate it, basically.
Not necessarily regulate it, but also maybe keep us in line from knowing the truth of the universe.
That's an interesting spin on the very end of it.
I mean, we've been subjugated since the conception of us.
But most history talks about portals being around. Like that, there's always been
when did they start?
Doorways to heaven, doorways, Greece, portals to Hades, portals to.
They didn't have a moon back then, did they?
Depends on which tribes and that you talk to. There's more than one tribe that talks about there wasn't a moon, and that like the Anunnaki or the sky people brought a moon. It's when you start getting into, now we're talking
really millions of years.
Yeah. Well, at least 200,000. Like
we're talking BC. right?
Oh, yeah.
way.
Yeah. And that's something that, getting off topic, but I'm going to throw this out there. Modern human,
Stupid.
no, our bone structure in that can be traced back to about 200,000 years.
Mhm.
That's where we've traced it back. Doesn't mean it goes back further or not. 200,000. In less than 10,000 years, we have been to the moon and back, and we've sent probes out of our universe.
Less than 100 years.
Technically, yes.
When you look at the
From flight
scientific
to-
advancement of the human species, the past 150 years, I'll even go back 200 years.
Yeah.
Is
Even 1,000, it's still a blip in 200,000
Sure.
years.
but 1,000 years ago to 800 years ago, there was relatively no change.
Mhm.
Then you hit the Industrial Revolution, and it's like we were reverse engineered some godly shit.
Well, it's not even the Industrial Revolution. Go to about the early 80s, where Velcro, Tang, space flight, and there are records that we possibly had information from Roswell.
Microchips.
Microwave.
Oh, the whole
Microwaves?
Yes,
yes.
absolutely.
Using
No,
No,
I
it's absolutely
just
true.
wanted to make sure that's what you said.
Yeah, no, I mean that
absolutely.
technology came out of friggin' nowhere and helped advance everybody, and now it's expanded because once you have that technology, you grow at an exponential rate. But getting back to a time slip and portal, did we get that information? Did that information get slipped to us because of some other event?
Yeah, but it's been around for such a long time.
Which part?
Time slips and especially portals.
Yeah,
Portals have been around for such a long
but
time.
when you
I mean, you can start Sri Lanka, you can go to Sedona Desert with the markings and the portals they have carved out there. You can go to Egypt. There's so many so many portals that they found that seem to be from what we're interpreting, that these are travel like stargates, if you will, right?
That's fair.
Portals.
I want to touch on what he was just what he was just saying. It's almost like a perfect storm scenario. The right circumstances, all boil down to a specific instance for that information to be slipped. That scenario may have been possible a billion times over the course of the past 100,000 years, but those specific requirements weren't in place for that information to be spread or
Yeah. No,
Or to be discovered. I mean,
discovered.
let's look at the Stairway to Heaven, man. You're talking about Anunnaki. I never say the word right. I
Anunnaki, it's all
yeah,
good.
I apologize for that.
So
I can never
if
get
there's a stairway to heaven, does that mean there's a ladder to hell?
No, it's a highway. AC/DC covered it.
Yeah. That was in 1980s. But anyway, if you look at that, I mean, and who's to know what their religion was? Maybe they're just creating that for the gods to come to them. But I mean, there's so many different portals across the world. But long time ago, BC, right? I mean, it's been around for a long time. But anyway, I'm not going to shut up because I've been drinking too much.
So there was a neat. Somebody was talking about, it goes more into time travel, which I think would have to be covered under portals.
But theoretically, we're time traveling every second of our lives.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about, everybody talks about, well, if this is so bad and time travel's real, somebody would come back and stop me.
That's true.
Well, you would hope, right?
You would hope.
Or it just created an alternate parallel universe.
Well, unless it cannot be stopped because of more dire consequences.
People were talking about, well, why would a painter in Austria try to take over the world?
Yeah.
What if we kept on going back to kill him? We kept on fucking up. And then he's like, well, fuck it. If I'm going to die, I'm going to take over the world. Why was 2020 so fucked up with all the COVID?
Fake deaths.
We had the killer hornets that we talked about, then disappeared. And then,
now we got the fucking jackalopes.
I'm just saying, like, people were talking about, like, what if that is people going through portals trying to fix the shit.
Yeah.
And it just makes it worse. It's the butterfly effect. Like they go back, they're like, oh shit, that was worse. We got to go put it
The
back.
problem is we're sending people like Elmer through when we need to just be sending.
This would make a great cartoon.
Oh,
Some guys going back and actually making things happen in hauntings and stuff. That's really I'm just throwing that out there.
But to get back, like I think there's some of that as we were talking about, like the residual hauntings and that. Like to me, I think there could be a good chance that Gettysburg could be a very large portal area. That's why you see squadrons of people.
Well, gosh, that film, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. Well,
So that's
more than one
Matthew
film,
Broderick?
by the way. There's
That was Glory, but yes.
there was a cannon reloading. The guys caught in their pickup truck. There's so much. It's pretty crazy stuff.
And, between the trauma and everything that happened at that location, the amount of death, the amount of how much of an impact it had on the Civil War, that was the turning point for
our country.
For the North to win. But people still see stuff. And like I some of it I think is paranormal.
And caught on film.
Caught on film. But I wonder how much of that is a time slip.
Yeah, I wonder if it is a time slip.
Well, because I mean, you can
That's a
even.
great question.
By the way, the podcast was called Y Files, and the guy's name's AJ.
Oh, thank you. Y-Files, AJ, you're amazing.
Yeah, great shit. So I mean, you can even delve back into the mystery airship wave of 1896. I don't know if you guys have ever researched that, where people
Why would we need to research that when somebody lived it. Immortal vampires.
Well, but
come on, people.
but-
You tell people your age, and they're like, "Oh, bullshit."
It is nice to hear that.
in 1896, people were seeing dirigibles, blimps.
Dirigibles.
Yeah, that's what they were called.
I know. I'm
In the
just
air
impressed.
with what looked like spectators
In them.
in them, just observing. But those hadn't been invented yet, and people speculate that those were time travelers.
Trying to fit in.
No, coming back like a zoo to experience certain
But
historical.
they picked a dirigible to be in, thinking it's the right time phrase
Yes.
in their office entry.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
No, there's some interesting. Well, like same with you see all the Renaissance paintings where there's UFOs in them. They're holy paintings, and there's literally UFOs in them.
Well, I mean, there's stories from the paintings of like the battles in the sky or the battles in the
Absolutely.
the really interesting ones when you get into the Indian, where it goes way back, like 3,000 to 5,000 years, where they were talking about gods fighting each other, and they a lot of the stuff talks
Gilgamesh.
about. It sounds like radiation poison. It sounds like nuclear strikes. I mean, it's totally out of the realm when you step back and look at that.
Which would make another.
Well, I mean, there's
podcast.
there's even accounts of people seeing like nuclear explosion. Signatures from space, which
there's the remnants of a nuclear reaction
on Mars.
Oh no, in Africa.
Oh yeah, that too. But there's also
that shouldn't be able to be created naturally, but has been going on for hundreds of thousands.
But didn't they also discover that there's possible nuclear impact sites on Mars?
They think they might have found bones in some of the pictures.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was just recently released. Like they've been combing through the pictures. There looks to be items that would be very hard for rock structure to be formed that way.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's getting pretty more and more interesting. Well, and I think some of that, it comes back to the government, our government at least, is at the point that they're starting to try to release stuff that they've known probably for 10 to 20 years. 10 to 20, if not 100. Because like the big conspiracy theory is on the backside of the moon, there's structures.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we haven't gone back.
It's Nazis. With T-Rexes.
T-Rexes with lasers.
Great movie, by the way.
How cool is that?
Iron Sky. Go check it out.
But I think we've kind of went off topic on the time slips.
No.
If we missed a portal or a time slip that's famous, please let us know.
Or drink.
Because I'll be honest, I think
chocolate starfish,
hot dog water.
You look so confused.
I
Oh,
am
Limp
confused.
Bizkit. That was a total. That was an album.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Great album.
Oh, amazing. Also our age.
Yeah.
But
Your age.
let us know. Let us know what we missed.
Yep.
Add comments. Please let us know. We have a community on YouTube. You can post, respond. We want to hear your thoughts and ideas.
And
because-
prayers.
Yeah, prayers. We need a lot of prayers.
And well, yeah, absolutely. And thank you for dragging this on before I get sober up before I go home.
Oh no,
I
you
appreciate
probably
that.
need another hour just to be safe.
I'm
Well,
good.
we got time to tear down too.
Yeah.
So. Thank you for watching. Please go like and subscribe, like Jeremy or JD said. And until
be
next
safe.
Time, be safe. Until
Take
next time.
care. Thank
Take
you.